but the top trader last year, he brought in more money for the firm than even the CEO. I think he generated almost north of $1 billion of profit. I'm making money here for them, but not for me. I'm just getting paid a salary, so it doesn't make any difference to my life. So if I leave and I do the same thing for myself, I can make a shit ton more money. It's almost like buying a puzzle, right? You get the picture of what the puzzle should look like. Now it's up to you, if you're smart enough, to put that puzzle together and make it look like the picture on the box, which is making money. At Goldman or the institutions, they'll give you the puzzle pieces. In retail, we have no puzzle pieces, we have no picture of what it looks like, and we don't even know how to put it together.
So the sports company, does that help your trading having another project to do?
It does, because it makes sure that I don't overtrade. Because a lot of times in the past, I would be on the charts for like 8 hours. I would make money, I would give it right back. I'd make money, I'd give it right back. I got about like a couple million in funding with them, probably like 4.5 million. Now I use that to just pull profits or pay out on a monthly basis.
What's up, guys? This is David, aka Reverse Lung, and I'm here with Mehul. Mehul's a friend of mine I've known over the years. From podcasting and now in real life. And the past, I was in touch with Mehul. We actually met and hung out for a few days in Orlando for the Vault conference. This was like a month ago. And now we just finished the Friendly Bear conference for yesterday. So yesterday's, oh my God, that was an awesome event. There's like 200 people in the conference, and Tom Hougaard speaking, myself, my good friend Adam Geffert, and several others, and the sponsors. It was amazing. People flew in from 22 countries, and there's like several people from some of those countries. So it was like people from all over the world. So it was crazy. And it was great to have Mehul there, because Mehul's like, a high-level trader. He's worked with Goldman Sachs, a trader for Goldman Sachs, right?
I was on their algo team, basically.
And the algo team. So it's like very sophisticated way of trading. And they keep that stuff like within them, So Mehul now trades on his own, and he shares what he knows to his community. And I like hanging around people like that, because this is like high-level performers and sophisticated people that know how to do things like a professional trading. And this is the way you succeed. You surround yourself with people like this. So that's why I like doing the conference. I get to have like a lot of people with this mindset, and it's great. So don't miss the next conference. This is like a very big opportunity. Some people don't even know these things exist, and like you only find what you're looking for. So if you're like, you have to really find this group of people like Mehul and myself. And these conferences are a way to do it. So if you know it's there, you should take advantage of it. Then like more doors open up, and the whole world opens up. And this is how you get like really good and successful at anything you do, really. But anyways, with that, Mehul, so let's, that podcast we did was like, man, it was more than 3 years ago, I think. And it just, time flies. So that time we did it over Zoom. Mm-hmm. And let's do one now. Okay, let's get a refresher course, because you have a very unique background. Ex-Goldman Sachs, algos is like very, very cool, very sophisticated, and very secretive stuff. So now let's bring you to life to the audience. Okay, so let's get a background, how you got started trading, and how you got into Goldman Sachs, and like all that stuff.
Okay, cool, yeah. But first of all, I just want to say, the conference yesterday was dope. Like, I only found out about it when you texted me. You're like, hey, I'm having a conference. Even though we've been friends for a few years and you've had 3 other conferences before it, I didn't really know that this is something that you host on a yearly basis. So like you messaged me, and then I think maybe it was once or twice, and I was like, I'm going to get my ticket, got my ticket, and I'm like, well, now we're here. And like, we're kind of making it happen. And I was blown away by Tom, by Adam, just seeing what you guys do on the short selling side, and then also meeting, like you mentioned, there's 22 different countries worth of people. I met people from Malta, people from Czech Republic, people from, of course, myself from Zimbabwe, like so many people from everywhere that are in the trading space. Some are trading futures, because you had Tom there from the future side, and then yourself from the short selling side. So a lot of guys on the short selling side, which I don't really know much about, to be honest. I know a little bit of it, but when I talk to everyone there, like, whoa, like this is a big sector. And if you guys see conferences like this, like you definitely gotta hop in and join, because the people you meet, forget the information that you receive at the conference, just the people you meet and the doors that open. Because now we have I got told about 3 other conferences that are happening next year. that I can go to. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that until we attended. So thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. So that's the thing, like with trading, I have these, well, especially in the past, when I was growing, I had these goals. Okay, go to $1 million or whatever, go to 6 figures. But as you're going on that journey and like working on yourself, and then you attend the conference or you meet this person, then another door opens up and another door opens up. And then it's like, now, like, look at me now. I got the book coming out, Short Selling Master. It's available on Amazon pre-order. And I'm giving tours of people with a proof of purchase if you're in LA. But, and then doing a conference, meeting Tom, you know, having, like yesterday I ate with dinner with Tom at the 71st floor. So like, I didn't even see this coming, you know? So it's like when you go, it all starts with the conference, with like meeting other people. Then it's like you put your brains together.
Yeah, I agree. I guess I'll give them a background as well.
Yes, absolutely. Let's do it.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Zimbabwe. So as you know, came to the US only in 2016, but I came here not to work, or I came here for university. So I went to go study aerospace and mechanical. So similar to how you were did architecture before you came across trading, I did aerospace and mechanical. Got the 2 degrees, wanted to be at NASA. That was like my whole goal of like, can I build rocket ships? Can I go to space? Can I do these type of things? And since I was an international student at that time, I wasn't able to work in DoD, Department of Defense. So you're not able to do that. So it was actually at a conference. It's a crazy story. I don't think I told you this. So I was trying to get a job at a conference. I'm like, hey, I have a crazy resume. I built like so many different projects. I got like a few patents to my name. How can I go get a job in the Department of Defense, either working at Boeing, NASA, Northrop, Lockheed, any of those places? When I went there and I presented my resume, they looked at it, they were like, this is amazing, but we cannot hire you because of your visa status. So I was like, I got denied by, I don't know, 80 people at the conference. And then I walked by Goldman Sachs' booth. I didn't know kind of who they were. I was mainly in the engineering side, hardcore, deep in there. So I walked by them. I had like sad face, whatever. And one of the guys pulled me aside. He's like, hey, are you okay? Something doesn't look right. And I said, yeah, I probably have the best resume out of like the thousands of people here. I'm smart. I can do everything that these guys need me to, but I can't get hired because of a visa. And he's like, well, here at Goldman, we don't give a shit whether you come from Zimbabwe or you come from Mars or you come from wherever you are. We'll take you if you have good talent, if you're a solid person. So that same day, that guy invited me, like you said, very secretive, right? Goldman did this exact same thing. At the conference, they give you a golden ticket where you get invited to a private dinner that night at a speakeasy. And at that private dinner, you go meet the rest of the Goldman guys. It's almost like what you see in the movies. It's like nothing at the conference happens there. Like you just kind of meet people and you exchange resumes. It's very minimal conversation. When you go to the dinner at night, the exclusive event, that's when like you start talking big conversations. And I'm like, whoa, so the way it was actually like downstairs in an alleyway. We went through like this bookshelf and then we went inside and there was like a bar. And I'm like, whoa, okay. And now I'm freaking out. Now I'm like, yo, these guys are big players. Because before I went there, I spent like 2-3 hours researching because I'm like, they're about to give me an interview. I'm about to get a job. Like, what's going to happen? I was freaking out. I went there, acted cool, told them about all my engineering stuff. Didn't touch anything on finance. I just told them like, hey, my goal as an aerospace engineer is to minimize friction when an airplane flies. If I can make it fly more efficient, save fuel, and kind of get to the end destination quicker, and also more efficiently, that's all I want to do. If I can implement the same tactics in the stock market and minimize efficiency or maximize efficiency in the stock market when it comes to building algos, maybe we can make some money together. And he's like, how the hell do you do that? And I just said, if you give me a shot, I'll let you know. I'll show you how it is. I'll show you what I can do. Then they gave me a shot. And then that's how the journey started. I wasn't even looking to be at Goldman.
Yeah.
They kind of were there at the right time, right place type of thing.
Yeah, so what you described, that sounds like the way you do algos, right?
Yeah.
You reduce the slippage or...
Yeah, so you just find an efficiency. There's probably a gap that's being... it's almost like when you do your research, right? You're going to find something with a company that's a bad company, that they have something that's dodgy or doesn't, there's something that you can exploit basically when you take your short. That's what we look for in the market. When we find an inefficiency, can we exploit these by milliseconds? Can we get in before the shares go from one hub to the next hub? There's like probably a time delay. Can we high frequency trade in between that and make some money in between? So there's many different ways, and the way we did it was we just use regression techniques, just pure mathematical base of like, the market does this over and over and over again. If we can get enough data points, which Goldman has, we can build something off that. And then we specialize in the FX market, mainly Euro USD, and then built something together with a team of like 5, 6 other engineers.
Yeah. So how long did you do that for?
So that was only like 6 months. So I only did that for 6 months, but before, while I was at Goldman, I started off in operations. So I did operations management for them. I did fees and execution, like fees, like every time an order gets placed, there's someone that's going to eat a fee. There's someone that's going to eat a commission. Between the clearinghouse, Goldman, and the client, money's being flown between the three. Someone's got to manage that flow. I was doing that. So I was executing the fees. I was eating some of the fees. I was giving some fees away to someone else, to the clearinghouse. So I did that. Kind of got boring because it's just like, it's all you're doing, just clicking buttons. Then I went into project management. And then in project management, it's basically like you're managing people, learning how businesses work within the firm. So it's internal project management. So I would work with one team in finance, one team in investment banking, one team in the algo on the trade desk. And I would say like, hey, what commonalities do we have between the teams, and how can we fix these commonalities with a central solution? Which, for example, the operations team would have a built-up software, which the investment bankers would need, and then investment bankers would, instead of paying money to get someone else to build it, they could just use the in-house thing. And there was always like, big companies, they're built in silos. So like operations, finance, whatever it is. So they don't know what's going on. And my role as the project manager, or the almost project engineer, was figure out what's going on everywhere and put the puzzle together. And then from there, went into the algo side after that.
Gotcha. Did you ever see the traders executing? Did they have like a desk?
Yeah, in New York, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you worked out of New York?
So I started in Salt Lake and then went to New York, yeah.
Okay. And do you know this guy? He's old school Goldman guy, Anton?
Anton, yeah.
He wasn't there when you were there.
No, he wasn't there. Yeah, he was way before my time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So Anton Krill, he has like these reels on Instagram or YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
And they say like, one of them that I like is like, he shows a graph of like the traders of Goldman Sachs and like their performance over the year. And he's like, every year, go to the 10K, go to page number, I think it was like 75 or something. I don't know, the page where it shows every single year the performance of the Goldman Sachs.
The traders, yeah.
And it shows like their P&L versus their losses. Mm-hmm. They're so efficient.
It's very efficient. Like, I don't know if you've heard of this, but I forget his name, but the top trader last year, he brought in more money for the firm than even the CEO. Like, he was paid more than the CEO. Typically, the CEO is the top dog. He gets paid the most at any company, right? Like, he's getting the hundreds of millions of dollars. He did get paid that. The CEO of Goldman did get paid that last year. But this trader got paid 1.5 times more than the CEO, just because I think he generated almost north of $1 billion of profit. I'm like, you made how much? $1 billion in profit just from trading? And yeah, but he was there for like 30 years. He's like a veteran. And then he retired. Then he just left. He's like, I'm done.
Wow, and that information is all public on their 10K.
Yeah,
in Goldman Sachs.
They can find it. Yeah, it's also in news articles. Like, it was made public. It was like, I think they interviewed the guy too. I forget his name, but yeah, he was a big shot.
So you worked out. Is that the main office in New York?
New York, yeah, New York and New Jersey. So they have two buildings. You can take the ferry between either one of them.
Gotcha. So then Goldman. Then you 6 months algo side. Then you move on to so what made you leave Goldman, and then now you're trading on your own and all this stuff. How does that? Did you apply all that knowledge to what you learned from there to your own trading? So
I wanted to do that, and that's why I left. I was like, okay, I'm making money here for them, but not for me. I'm just getting paid a salary, so it doesn't make any difference to my life. So if I leave and I do the same thing for myself, I can make a shit ton more money. I left and I realized that I didn't have the data. So Tom was saying yesterday, like he's back tested over 8 years a certain strategy, or those school run strategies or whatever he's mentioned in there, of like he's gathered the data and now he has the confidence to execute on that data. But when you go to the retail side, no retail trader has data. Like there's nothing available on futures or shorts or anything, to be honest. Like before you even started trading, you probably had no data to be like, this is a trend that I could maybe figure something out from. But Goldman, they have the data. They just need you to crunch it.
They just give it. They train
They give you the raw like format of it. Like here's it here. Go figure something out with it. Find a trend. Find a pattern. Go do it. But imagine you have nothing as a retail guy, and now you're like, here's nothing, and go figure out a pattern. It's like that's backwards. So I had to gather all the data over like the number of years I started trading, and then I was like, okay, now I have a system very similar to what Tom's is. Basically, I have 4 strategies now. I trade day to day, and that's back tested over like 3,000 trades. Like, it gave me the confidence to just take a trade and just be like, okay, I know it's gonna happen, because 8 out of 10 times it works. Every 2 times it doesn't. Like, it's okay, whatever.
Yeah. It's very interesting. So when I started out, or any retail, we don't have any data. We don't know what we don't know, and we don't even know how to collect the data. We're just noobs. Yeah. And then someone points out the data. Actually, yesterday at the conference, it was Flash Research. They have something to collect data for stocks, and then you start tweaking and finding data. But with Goldman, see, that's the thing with prop firms, big prop firms. Like I have this book from S&P Capital. There's Trillium for stocks, and then you have Goldman, juggernaut. When they recruit a very smart person with all like the credentials that they like what you had, like all space engineering or whatever it is, like potential NASA person, and then they give them the data. So it's like you're starting off from a different place, because you're not starting off ignorant and like you're starting out with something, even though you don't know anything. At least you have a starting place. Yeah,
it's almost like buying a puzzle, right? Yeah. When you buy a puzzle at Walmart or wherever, you get the box. You get the picture of what the puzzle should look like, right? But it's all broken pieces. Yeah. But at least you have the pieces. Now it's up to you, if you're smart enough, to put that puzzle together and make it look like the picture on the box. Yeah. Which is making money. So in trading is like, at Goldman or the institutions, they'll give you the puzzle pieces. It's in random formats all over the place. It's up to you to be smart enough to put it together and make some money out of it. In retail, we have no puzzle pieces, we have no picture of what it looks like, and we don't even know how to put it together. So it's like, how do you even where do you start? And starting to build the puzzle pieces, gathering data over the years, or from someone that might have data, like you can, like for yourself, like Friendly Bear University. You've gathered data, you know what works. Why not go to someone that is been doing it, working for them, and they can speed up the journey, because they have the puzzle pieces. And they will give you the puzzle pieces, but it's still up to that person to figure out how to put it together for themselves, because everyone's puzzle is different.
Yeah. So if you would have started on your own without Goldman Sachs, like let's say around that time, you're like, I want to trade, and you would have gone to YouTube or the internet, how do you think you would have done?
Yeah, I would have been still like figuring it out. It's just crazy because there's too much information. It's just like the puzzle analogy is like pieces all over the place. Yeah. And then there's like, I don't know, what comes to mind is like a puzzle of like a car. But on YouTube, you'll find a puzzle of like a lion, of a freaking water bottle, of random shit. And it's just like all related to get you there, but it's not going to build you a car. Yeah. So it's just like, what can you put together, and how do you know what to filter to kind of go there? And the best way to filter it is find someone that is a profitable trader and just stick with them. Like go
Goldman Sachs, yeah. Do you ever keep in touch with the Goldman Sachs guys still, or anybody?
Yeah, a few of my friends are still there. I have a bunch of friends that I've actually got internships and hires there recently. So I just reach out, kind of make some connections here and there on LinkedIn, and be like, hey, like so-and-so is looking for a job. Like they want to get in, they want to get their feet wet, and they get in. Yeah.
And so you're trading these days, how's that going? Like your day to day, what's your schedule, like your routines?
Yeah, so I'm trading, now I'm only futures. But I also do long-term options. So I day trade futures on a day-to-day basis. I use prop firm capital, so like all the funding company capital. So Apex, Take Profit Trader, so on and so forth. I got about like couple million in funding with them, all throughout, probably like 4.5 million worth of funding. And now I use that to just pull profits or payouts from these funding companies on a monthly basis. But that's only between 9:30 a.m. till 11:30 a.m. That's all I do. That's only when
2 hours of equities, of futures.
Of futures. That's it. That's it. And then after that, I have the sports company that I'm building. So then I just jump into building sports companies. I have a whole team and everything. So making stuff work with the team is a lot of my time.
So the sports company, does that help your trading having another project to do?
It does, because it makes sure that I don't overtrade.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of times in the past, when I didn't have anything else and all I did was trading, was I would be on the charts for like 8 hours. I would make money, I would give it right back. I'd make money, I'd give it right back. Now that I've almost occupied myself and said that, hey, like after 11:30, if your strategy doesn't appear on the chart, leave. Just go do other stuff. You have other stuff that you need to do, so go do it. I know some traders, they're like, that don't have other things going, like, or work that they're working on. They're like, I'm going to leave at 11:30 to go to the gym. Or I'm going to leave to go for a walk, or whatever it is, and I'm going to put that hard stop. They won't do it. I can guarantee you it. Even if they put it in their schedule to be like, I'm going to leave to go to the gym, it's just like, it's not, for me, it's not enough of a motivator to be like, I'm going to leave this desk where I can make so much money to go potentially work out, to go potentially for a walk. Versus if I leave because I have a meeting, for example, with one of my partners, and we have to meet because I have to respect his time, I have to respect their time.
Yeah.
I have to leave, and I have to go meet with this person and do something and make something else work. So that gave me some discipline, for
That's
sure.
a very good point. There's the same thing with the conference that I put together. Like that was, I had to go, I had things to take care of.
Yeah.
Rather than it's like, okay, I'm gonna leave and go to the gym, or I'm gonna leave and, grab something to eat.
Yeah.
Or, it's like I have to go there. That's my name on the line.
Yeah, it's a reputation. Yeah, that's there. Yeah.
Now tell us about this sports company. It's really interesting. We spoke about it in Florida.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, you're an agency or something, or like what exactly?
So almost like an agency and an athlete's pocket, but not necessarily. So we focus on youth, so all the way from 13-year-old all the way up to like 24 or 25-year-olds. And what we do is, say if you played any sport, did you play soccer or you?
I played baseball. Actually, in community college.
Okay, yeah. That's perfect. So basically, we would go after athletes like yourself that were in community college or D1, D2, D3, and we would say, hey, David, like you play baseball, we would love to have you on the platform of products here. We'll gather all your stats from your years of playing. We'll gather all your social media stats, like how many followers you have, what engagement you have on your social media. And then we'll say, David, you as an athlete are worth $150,000 as an athlete. Now, in order for you to get that valuation, you pay us $5 a month just for us to do all that work for you. But once you have that valuation, you can go to brands, you can go to get sponsorships, you can get a whole bunch of opportunities presented to yourself. And the only cost to you as an athlete is $5. So that's what we offer to our athletes. We give them that valuation, which helps them get money from brands and from sponsors. And we also have the brands and sponsors on our platform. So if you see, for example, Friendly Bear is a brand on our platform, and they're looking to get some marketing exposure, but they want to use it and get that marketing exposure via athletes, they can go and find an athlete on our platform, or the athletes can go and find Friendly Bear and say, hey, Friendly Bear is looking for 20 athletes to do, say, for example, 3 short form videos talking about how trading helps, or how being an athlete and disciplined in athletics can also transfer to trading. And if they make a few videos like that, the brand Friendly Bear can get a lot of exposure. The athletes can get paid like whatever, $100 for those 3 videos or $50 for those 3 videos. So these athletes that don't have any money, they can make something, like just by making videos. They can kind of like buy some lunch, or they can even make a lot more money. They can make a couple million if they get the big brand deals like Nike and whatnot. But that's what what was missing in the collegiate space. So we're building that.
Yeah. So at the City Club, they were talking about this, the NFL players, of how like they have kids and they're in high school and college, and they were saying about the NIL contracts.
NILs, yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally out of touch with this world, but now I'm getting familiar with it. And yeah, so very interesting, man. You're probably that's probably gonna, in the future, maybe you're a billionaire or something, you know?
Yeah, that's the long-term game on that one. That one is, it's so since we're a sport tech company, we incorporate AI in there. And if you're in the VC world, or if you like understand how sales go in private equity, to get a valuation when you exit, that's a 24x valuation on whatever revenue that we're making. So say we're making at one point in a few years' time 100 million in revenue a year, that's 100 mil times 24x. That's the exit that we can probably get to.
That's sick, man. See, that's why you want to surround yourself, those listening, you surround yourself with people that think like this, you know? So you got to come to conferences and meet like-minded. Exactly. But yeah, man, that's going to be sick. And yeah, anywhere else, where can people find you? And how can people, if someo's looking to trade futures, how can they find you? And
social media. So my Instagram, Mehul8797. Also Trader Mehul on Instagram. So I have 2 Instagrams. And then we have a Discord. It's a free Discord. Anyone can just hop in there and kind of check it out. But yeah, that's the main place that we can, if anyone wants to learn about trading, it's there. If they want to learn about Prodisphere, my LinkedIn, the professional place where I showcase anything about sports and all that stuff, is on my LinkedIn.
Awesome. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for listening. And yeah, that was a great podcast, man.
Awesome, man.
Thanks, Mr.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
See ya.